you played. Oh, that was some lava.
They got this up on. Did you put this one up on YouTube?
I think. Let me see. Is that mine? Hold on, they look kind of close.
Yeah.
Who the hell put this shit up?
Let's go back. Man, before we end.
Oh no, that is mine. It is mine.
This is a little bit of history. We really ain't do no real intro, but welcome to Fly Dream 615. This is the one and only Tony Carpenter. Me and Tony Carpenter got a lot of history. Nah, really,
I named him DJ Rico.
He actually is one of the first artists that I really worked with, and he's one of the few that the relationship transpired between. It went beyond music. It was actually a real friendship, and I admit you don't get a lot of that in the music industry at all. Because most people only want you for talent or how much money they can make off of you. Entertainment's a ruthless business.
Everything is about money.
And this was at Lavo 2 years ago.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's when that's when Move and Mistress of My Girlfriend were the two main singles at the time.
Yeah, that I was pushing.
Yeah, Move had some traction to it.
Yeah, sure did. I don't feel like we gave it the push that we should have gave it because everybody wanted Mistress of My Girlfriend. So I'm really thinking about I'm gonna reshoot that video. I'm gonna reshoot the Move video, and I'm gonna push it again on this next project.
We go back to when you shot when you actually shot the video.
Right.
That was crazy. Now we went to this location. I seen about 100 people shoot the video at this location.
Yeah, after we did.
Yeah.
Man, I swear to God.
Now you see random spots in Nashville now we know them all, but it's still really an abandoned parking lot to this day. It wasn't like a paid video or nothing. Like it was really organic. You basically called everybody out and fucked with you.
I'm gonna post motherfuckers.
You said everybody bring your best cars out, pull up, we're gonna have a good time, and we filmed it, and it was one of the most organic music videos I've seen ever shot before. It wasn't nobody acting like they had to be somebody. Nobody put on the front. Everybody is who they is in this video. You had poets. You had some adults.
Shout out to Po Boys and Poets. I never got my feature, but y'all came out.
Well, I go through your YouTube now is becoming more. It's almost like a timeline now.
Yeah, it is. You go back again a little more. Look.
Oh, okay.
Remember Carpenter?
Yeah. Oh, okay. I remember this. This when I had the rental car.
Yeah.
This when I had the rental car, and we took off and went to Atlanta. Yeah. That was a wild.
She good.
That was we had the mask on because it was COVID at the time, and everything was locked down still.
Remember the Tiger Chain?
Man. We actually drove to Atlanta that same day. Didn't we come back that same day too?
Yeah. I was scared in the mud, boy, riding with Rico. Rico drove back.
Yeah, you got to get out of it. It's the interstates in Atlanta. If you can get out of Atlanta, you're okay.
Yeah, but when you taking that curve going down the mountains,
it's
just scared in the mud.
It was beautiful out there by the mountains though.
That's when we was going to go meet with Authentic Empire.
Yeah. We actually went to their house. They actually had a really nice house though. We actually understood what management was. They actually helped us understand what management was and what the industry really wants to do with you when they call it management. They were deep too.
They security with the AKs, the ARs standing out front. Mercedes buses everywhere. Oh, yeah. I didn't know I even put that up in there.
You did her song for him. Her song will really launch you though.
Well, her song because it showed a vocal rejection and all that.
You was getting more calls for her song at like around Valentine's Day.
Yeah. Dang, I don't know if we got them in there. David Clanton and them, I don't know if we got them in the video. Hey, you ain't know I was growing on some really Rico.
Yeah. Those were good times then.
Yeah, so
Nigga mind free. I get to think, get away from the city for a while, no responsibilities, chill.
I know it. The city was asking a lot at that time, man.
Yeah, hey. This Carpenter Chronicles, part 2. We out here on the damn road. We've been up to like 3 something this morning. We left out. Was it 3:50 something we left out?
yeah, that was your idea.
Yeah. With the leave early.
Yeah, hell yeah. I was like, man, fuck
Shit, man, that traffic down there. We had to be down there early anyway.
I sure did,
I
yeah.
think we had to be there at 9 to 10 o'clock, and they were already an hour ahead of us.
So yeah, that was it, yeah.
Damaged goods on the way. Rico got a motherfucking banger on that motherfucker.
We still gotta finish that song.
I've been bumping it.
Oh.
People been able to hear it. The only people that ever heard it is white folks coming out of public and broken.
That's crazy. I think I got the same haircut too, bro, as I did from back then right now.
Shoot, and I'm getting mine back. I just ain't shaved the sides off.
I think I probably had like an hour, 50 minutes of sleep. This nigga Rico had motherfucking 6. I probably go to sleep at night. Hey, he right too. I was up, goddamn nervous thoughts going through my head and shit. That's how I be. Shit. But hey, check back in with y'all in a little bit.
That's crazy. No, almost what's really wild is we had went down there during that time. Say, and 6 months later, everything blew up on Authentic Empire. Nothing against them, man. Nothing against them. But
You talking about with the Euro guy situation? Yeah, sure did.
I'm not even mad about how their whole situation worked out, because they was just like a hub for people.
Yeah.
And everybody thought they was a record label, but they was really just a hub to send
Artists,
people.
like development type of. You know, they end up offering me distribution later on.
They did.
I turned it down.
It wasn't the right percentage for you.
It wasn't even that. I was just like at the point where it was like, I just felt like I ain't need it. You know what I'm saying? And they were saying they'd give me some type of deal if I got a certain amount of strength, but they wanted to offer me distribution, this, that, and the other, and I ain't do it.
Yeah, those deals come and go though.
Yeah.
I mean, it was gonna be based on the streams anyway.
Yeah, exactly. So I was just like, no.
Alley Park is famous. That's Alley Park right there.
Yeah. That was for the key or something. I got a Jimi Hendrix award as we did this.
That was like that 2019.
Yeah. Cause I was gonna drop a documentary, remember?
You still do need to drop a documentary. Yeah. Like you need to go you need to pick your busiest week.
Look,
see. You need to pick your busiest week and have a film guy follow you.
that's me and Clark, man.
Yeah.
Oh no, I do. That's what I really want to do this weekend today. That's Cream. I remember him. Was like, "Get this rose, you gonna get a chick, you gonna sing to it."
I never knew that was Cream. They got.
I didn't either. Look who it is.
Donald.
2017.
I had to move to Tennessee, so I.
That was up through Gorilla South.
Yeah.
It's like the Nashville song. Yeah. Deja Vu. It seems like through music, you really have been able to touch a lot of, most people in Nashville, regardless, whether they're promoters, DJs, artists, anybody dealing related to music at least has to know you or have heard one of your songs before. And you're not even from here.
Right.
You're not even from here. You're not a local artist.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even put you in the category of local artist.
Well, shit, I appreciate that.
Because you go to Atlanta, perform. You go to these other cities and perform. So, And and the biggest credit I want to give you towards your career. Remember when you opened up for Tank?
Yeah, hell yeah, that was the best show. Yeah.
I work with a lot of R&B singers. I work with a lot of rappers.
Yeah.
They usually pay to open up for somebody, and that person don't even be there. They just be in the building having a drink.
Yeah.
And they have to pay just to perform while they're there. But you actually was on that stage right before Tank. And Tank ain't slacking. Tank ain't slacking. It was some people out there in Mississippi.
Yeah.
What was the whole experience? Because I went there with you when you went to perform.
That was a crazy experience because of the simple fact that I learned what it actually takes to perform on a real stage. Like, you got all them big ass lights and shit that's up there. You got smoke machines running. You got monitors running. That creates heat on the stage. The heat temperatures get so hot on the stage that you literally be dripping sweat. That's why you always hear about artists passing out and stuff. So either you gotta be hydrated or you have to be in shape in order to perform on that type of stage every night. So like in the middle of my set, I'm dripping sweat.
Water in the gym.
And I'm trying to make sure that I stay focused and that I don't pass out, and I'm trying to breathe properly. But that's what I learned. That was the biggest thing, was that it's hot. I'm talking about it get up to like 100-something degrees on the stage.
I imagine like the hardest part was those lights.
Yeah, and them lights in your face and everything. Like after a while, you kind of get to the point where you're just seeing colors. So you just stay focused and make sure you're looking out the audience, but really you don't even see them because the light's so bright. You know, that's why they said lights is blinding.
Yeah.
So you know,
that had to be one of the major milestones in your career. Mm-hmm. Oh, family. Family's always a great thing too. Family's always a great thing. Part of it too, you do all these amazing things in your career. You know all these different people. You basically know everybody in Nashville. But one of the main things that I also admire about you too, you juggle family life along with music. Your family never wants for nothing. As long as I've known you, your kids and your family is never wanted for nothing.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
You always made sure you took care of them.
Yeah.
And what is it in you that makes family and music so important to you and they have to coexist with each other?
At the end of the day, you know, when it comes to family, that's like the thing that keeps you going. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like the engine. So the time you spend with family, that's like the oil. You know what I'm saying? If you don't put that oil in the engine, it's shut down. And then music, you know what I'm saying, it's inside of me, it burns in me, you know what I'm saying? So I can't let it go because I don't want to look up and I'm 50 years old and I'm looking back on my life and I'm stressed out because I didn't pursue the gift that God gave me, you know what I'm saying? So for me, music and family are the two reasons why I breathe. Without those, I'm dead, you know what I'm saying? So that's why it's like spiritual, it's spiritually filling. That's why I need both of them, you know what I'm saying? That's why both of them are important to me.
It is.
Yeah.
And as a friend, I can say this: when family has been heavily influenced in your life, your music comes across a lot better.
Yeah.
Your music comes across more thought balanced. And I like to credit that towards something too, because without family, that music ain't balanced. The music well, I'll be the first to admit this, even from the DJ point of view. If we gig 5 nights a week, you go on a stage 5 nights a week, it becomes a lifestyle at that point. Then it becomes a lifestyle that has to keep you going, and it takes you away from family.
Yeah, and we both know what it's like to be on stage 5 nights a week, 7 nights a week. It's
exhausting.
Yeah, it is. It's super exhausting. And then
everybody wants a piece of you.
Yep. And then when it takes away from family, it's like that time you do get at home, you gotta get into your family, so you don't really get sleep like that. You don't get no time for yourself really. So you know that results in mental breakdowns and shit like that, which I feel like I went through that, you know, at one point in time. And it means you think that you're gonna get a break, an opportunity come, and while you on that roller coaster and it's steady moving, you gotta stay on it. You can't really you don't got time to take no breaks. While that wave is going, you got to stay on that motherfucker. It's like surfing.
And music with the music wave, they'll forget about you 1 year from now. But I don't know. I feel like you could take 6 months off and still come and make a song.
Man,
you're
shit.
You're a singer. You're not a rapper.
Yeah.
So being a singer,
yeah,
we actually wait. We'll wait for our R&B singers to release music. We don't care if it takes 2 years, but rappers, they won't regurgitate music from them so quick.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right about that. You ain't never lying about that. You're a rapper. You make a song. What the next song with a singer? You can listen to that song and be on that same song for a long time. Even you got other music, they might get on your other music later on. Like somebody got on 1,000 Years.
Yeah.
I dropped 1,000 Years on like 19, 18, something like that. I'm like 1,000 Years. That's hard. But you know,
it took them here. It might have took them hearing one song that you just did, and I mean, we live in a society where people gonna scroll down Facebook, people gonna scroll down Instagram. So who's to say you catch a fan and they're not gonna scroll down your YouTube and say, I like that one song from him. What else does he have? Oh yeah, I remember your radio days too. Up there with Gorilla South. Man, did you enjoy the radio days?
Man, honestly, it wasn't really for me. It wasn't really for me. You know, with COVID, we had to try to stay as busy as possible. So it was like, it was cool. It was cool, and then it was like, it wasn't cool. Like,
it takes a lot. Working with radio is almost like a full-time job. You have to stay current on news, events, and then even if you don't, you might be having a bad day. You literally have to still have the personality, get on there and be happy. Yeah. As soon as that red light go off and you on air. That's one thing I did have to respect about radio. Radio has no feelings.
Yeah, nah, you ain't never learned about that.
Radio has no feelings.
You ain't never learned about that. But it's just like a radio, just doing the shit over and over again, and you sitting there, you talking and everything. And that's actually what I went to school for, but it's just not, I don't know, it just wasn't my forte like that. Because they're trying to juggle that and being an artist.
Yeah. It would probably, if anybody, radio becomes more of a game, like an end game towards the end. It's more of an end game after you don't went through the career, you don't made all the networks, you don't made all the connections with people. You got a strong discography.
Yeah. I feel like, and then for me, when I was doing radio, it felt like I was doing an interview every single time I went in. Even though I was supposed to be closed, it felt like I was interviewing, like doing an interview. Yeah.
And people did.
Oh, yeah, that's right. We both did it.
Yeah, we were both working up there at that
same station. Yeah.
And I think after a while, when the interviews became like, it's just entertainment. Yeah. It made me look at music different, man. Yeah. And the whole industry different. Yeah. Because everybody was just in it for entertainment. Nobody was really your friend no more. Nobody was.
Oh yeah, the whole business. It started off as like friends type thing, and then eventually everything was business. And when everything became business, that's when it wasn't fun no more.
Nah, it wasn't fun.
When everything became business, it was not fun no more at all. Like it was like, Jesus, I don't want to do this. Like, and it was like living the same day over and over, like Groundhog Day. It was like living the same day over. We go here, do this show, leave. Go here, do this show, leave. Shake hand, go do this show, leave. Shake hand. It was just like like interview, do the show, interview. Like man.
It was it was a run. It was a run for years. Even when, like I said, it was a run during COVID. Yeah. When no one knew when no one knew how to market during COVID or what to do during COVID, everybody was just looking like, what do we do now?
Yeah. And
we
turned the fuck up.
Yeah. I felt like we created new marketing strategies during COVID.
We did, and we really got out there. You know. I feel like the whole situation as an entirety, it could have went a lot further, you know what I'm saying? But it was what it was, because I feel like it made room for a nice handful of people's careers, you know what I'm saying? What we did. So
it did, because I see a lot of people that we worked with in the beginning They're actually in great places now.
Yeah.
They're way farther in great places now,
Yeah.
and they don't need for nothing. They don't want for nothing.
Yeah.
I think, you see a lot of stories a lot of times, and then you see the aftermath of most people, and it's like either broke, homeless, going through some shit, mental illness. I'd say most of the people we was around, they're doing great now.
Yeah. We could have been like a small Nashville NWA or something, how that shit played out.
Yeah.
Like literally. You know.
I know one time we had at least about 4 or 5 artists ready to ride.
Yeah. What happened to that little dude that was a cameraman? I fired him.
Yeah. I know.
I ain't hit me, but nah, cause he had. I mean, by now he might be a pro, but at the time it was
I know you.
With it.
I know you. When it comes to pictures and video, if they don't get your good side,
man, hey, get my good side. Don't make me look real big in the motherfucker for 400 pounds.
If they don't get you in 4K clarity, if they don't get you none of that, you gonna look at but you taught me that about marketing though.
What?
That you'll look at the picture and you'll be like, no, I don't like this. I don't want to post that. Nah, for real, you don't want to talk. And I barely post to this day now. Cause of that. Like I won't post unless it's just something extremely important.
Yeah. It gotta be.
Some people just happy to get a picture and post it.
Shit, honestly, I learned that shit from watching the Beyonce documentary. You know what I'm saying? Or just like if you look at that Pac movie when Suge was looking at them pictures for Pac album, he's like, nope, I don't like this, nope. And then you be sitting back like, what the hell? Then you look like, okay, it's got to be that right one. You could take 60 pictures and only 2 of them motherfuckers be good. But some people put them all out there. Nah.
It has to be. You talking that like, I promise, even to this day, bro, I'll post once or twice a month now.
I feel like the main ingredient to becoming successful or to having longevity in this business is just, getting back to being organic and not being so much worried about, the whole image. And it takes so much more when you're doing it like that. You know what I'm saying? You go get a rental car, expensive rental car. First of all, you got the money, and then you got to make the best use of it as possible. But let's say you spend a bunch of money on a rental car. You shoot a video saying you're going to be at a club, or you just do it to say, hey, look at me, and I'm in this Ferrari.
But who are we really impressing with this?
Exactly, because you put on a false image, and on top of that, you use the money that you could have invested into studio time, travel, or music video, or something else, and that money could have went and pushed you a lot further than just that video. You know what I'm saying? So, like,
you try to impress. I mean, you try to. It's not just us or artists or not. I think it's our culture that does that. Our culture is the only one in music.
It's like outdoing the next month. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like we have to impress, be fresher, we have to be the best. And a lot of times entertainment, it may be true, but say the persona you spin off now. You're on your phone, you're here with your child, and you're being honest, you're being yourself.
Yeah.
Years from now, that's the persona they're gonna look at you and they're gonna hold you to.
Yeah.
That's gonna be easy one to live up to.
Yeah.
You could wake up and live up to that.
No, you're right.
But the persona to live up to a luxury car, being at the club every weekend, it's an image that it's impossible to live up to.
Yeah.
You'll go broke doing it.
You're right. You want to bring her here?
She stayed.
You might as well. Oh, she got to change.
She go boo.
Oh man. But what was that? Yeah.
She loves you.
Huh?
She loves you.
Oh yeah. When she wants to, she just wants to be on camera. Oh God. Nah, she get to acting funny. So she ignore me and everything. She wants to be on camera. You coughing and stuff.